A gas station called Gas Squatch. You better believe that I stopped and got a t-shirt. Well, somebody's growing themselves some chickens. I am in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Entering downtown. I'm going to do a quick drive through, then I'm going to get out on foot. Take a closer look. This town is named after Broken Bow, Nebraska. That surprised me a bit. I figured the town got its name from the Native American culture here, right here in Oklahoma, but no, they borrowed the name from a town in Nebraska. Interesting. I like this town already. The Man Cave. Well, let's take a look here. A few shops here in the downtown. Interesting. Let me show you a map real quick. You see I'm in the southeast corner of the state, an area they call Choctaw Country. Yeah, and here's the population history. 4228. Town is growing. Pistols and Pearls Salon and Boutique. Yeah, it's a very old downtown, but it's not abandoned. There are shops in all the buildings. Broken Bow Pond. A little bit eccentric, huh? Well, let me give you some numbers. Here's the ethnic breakdown. 56% white, 17% Native American, 7% black, 7% Pacific Islander, 6% Hispanic, remaining 7% mixed race. Wow. This is what you call a diverse little town. Got a little bit of everything here, don't they? Let's see what's over here. Well, all right. Median household income, $50,744 a year. It's $975 a week. The big industry here is the lumber industry, and it has been for over 100 years. This and all the towns I'm going to show you were founded when the railroads came, and of course they would use the railroad to ship the lumber produced in this area all over the country. And that happens to this day. Look who came to see us in Broken Bow. I've got a little deer on the corner there. This is a huge deer hunting area. In fact, Broken Bow calls itself the deer capital of the world. Yeah, there's a little more downtown over here. I knew there had to be more. I mean, there's a little over 4,000 people here. Wow, look at this. A little play area for kids and adults. You can play some chess. Here's the poverty rates. 29.7 overall. School-age children, 42%. That's pretty high. 4 out of every 10 child here. 65 and older, 10%. That's pretty decent. I find that interesting in particular because this town is where my grandmother retired to, and this is where she eventually passed away, right here in this town. Girls Gone Wine. They've even got a little wine shop here. They've got some cool girls in the window. Come in, we are awesome. Hard to argue with that, isn't it? I told you about my grandmother. I mean, I've been here before, but it's been 40 years. When I was a kid, yeah, I used to come here and stay with my grandmother. I'm talking about before high school years, so really can't remember much. Don't remember any of this. Here's the cost of living in 83. Goods and services are highest, 102. Housing's at 50. Public restrooms behind amphitheater. Yeah, they've got an area here downtown for the town to congregate at. Maybe have a little concert, some live music, or even discuss the city's business. Pretty neat, huh? Let's see, Broken Bow Savages. The high school mascot, I would think. Alright, well, I'm out in residential. Take a look at some of the streets here. I checked crime. 41 incidents per 1,000 people. That's what it was last year. It's a bit high. For the US, it's 23. Almost twice higher. Here's median home value for the town. $159,000. This town is growing, so I'm a bit surprised to see the amount of abandoned houses that I'm seeing, because I'm seeing quite a few near downtown. I guess maybe people are moving, you know, on the or to the outer edges of the city. That is a very old house. It's really thick with green. What I'm trying to say. A lot of green. You can tell these streets here are very old. I'm on the other side of downtown. Seeing if it looks any different. All right, I think maybe we've seen enough here. Yeah, so let's head to the next town. I am in Idabel, Oklahoma. I've just pulled into downtown. Let's take a look. This town was named after the daughters of a railroad executive. This particular executive got the railroad into the town. One of his daughters was named Ida. The other was named Idabel. All right. It's pretty nice downtown, isn't it? An old theater there. Not sure if it's showing movies. I don't think so. So that's it. That is downtown Idabel. So let me show you a map. And population history. Peak population 2000, 7658. Last census down to 6961. Alright, here's a little more of the downtown. A little secondary street. Sharp's department stores. I like it. Alright, well, I am just one street off downtown. You can see some abandoned businesses, perhaps. A lot of stuff here. Well, let me see. Let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 52% white, 17% black, 12% Hispanic, 7% Native American, 1% Pacific Islander. Remaining 11% is mixed race or other. Again, very diverse. Lots of beautiful old decay here. Alright, here's the median household income. $36,638 a year. $705 a week. Yeah, that's not a lot of money, is it? A business of some sort here. West Side Mortuary. Is that what that says? Interesting. Here's the poverty rate. 29.8%. School-aged children, 40%. Yeah, second town in a row where 4 of the 10 children who live in the town live at or below the poverty rate. 65 and older, 25%. That's high too. Yeah, there is a lot of this here. I honestly didn't expect to see so much of this. Let me give you cost of living real quick. It's an 83. Utilities a 116. That's high. Housing is a 45. Looks like that might have been old gas station garage. Long abandoned. Yeah, this is everywhere. I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised at how poor this town looks. I guess I shouldn't have been. $36,000 a year median household income. That's very little money, even with a low cost of living. And crime here is pretty high too. Last year, 35 incidents per 1,000 people. $23 for the U.S. I'm in the other side of downtown, seeing if it looked any different. Doesn't really seem to, does it? Here's the median home value, $121,300. Honestly, higher than I thought it would be. See all those beer cans there? I might have missed it. This is a place where people come to drink beer. You can see the blue. Can you see that? It's a beer drinking house. There's a dog right there on the porch. You see him? Yes, someone lives in there. Boarded up windows. Whew. Man. Alright, well, that's it for here, guys. Let's head to the next town. I am driving into downtown Valliant, Oklahoma. These have been empty for quite some time, haven't they? Watermelon festival coming up, it looks like. Well, that's pretty much it for downtown. Well, lots of stuff there, am I right? All at this little small house. They should have a flea market. Probably make some money. Well, here's a map. Let me show you where I'm at. And then population history, 1980 peak population, 927, 819 last census. Front door's wide open at that house. Pretty sure that one has been abandoned. Well, let me give you the ethnic breakdown. It's going to take a second. 59% white, 13% black, 9% Native American, 5% Hispanic, 4% Asian. Remaining 10% is mixed or other. Man, these little towns here in southeast Oklahoma are really diverse. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. And it's one of the most diverse places I think I've ever videoed. Unexpected for very rural Oklahoma. Like the other towns, it's founded when the railroad came. The town is actually named after railroad engineer at the time, Frank Valliant. Well, let me give you the median household income. $44,375 a year, $853 a week. That's a little bit better than the last town. Well, I wonder what this used to be. It's long been abandoned, hasn't it? Well, lots of stuff there. Here's the poverty rates. 22.7 overall. School-age children, 13%. 65 and older, 21%. Let's see, crime last year, 2.2 per 100 people. 2.3 is the crime rate of the U.S., so a little bit lower. Okay, so here's cost of living, an 85. Utilities, again, high at 116. Housing is a 53. Well, back there in all the brush, there's a house. Nature's taking that one. And right next door, really nice house. Here's the median home value, $99,600. I am in Wright City, Oklahoma. Let's see, how about if I show you a map real quick. Here it is. And in population history, 1980, 1168. Last census, 616. There's the post office. This is pretty much the downtown. Doesn't really have that classic downtown, you know, that most towns do. Here's City Hall. Pretty good sized fire department, isn't it? A little tiny town. Well, here's the ethnic breakdown. 42% white, 31% Native American, 7% black, 4% Hispanic, 1% Pacific Islander. Last 15% is mixed race or other. There's a lot of stuff there, but it looks pretty cool. This town is just kind of here. There's just nothing really going on. Let me give you the median household income. $38,472 a year, $740 a week. Yeah, that's pretty low, isn't it? Looks like somebody just parked that there and left it. Years ago, even. That's how long it looks like it's been there. There's a house that is empty. Well, here's poverty. 21.9 overall, 17 and under 22, 65 and older 18. Yeah, those aren't too bad. Let me give you cost of living real quick too. It's an 80. Utilities again real high, 116. Housing 35. Yeah, this looks like it's been abandoned, doesn't it? There's a mattress in there. Here's the crime rate. Last year, 0.5 per 100 people. So one crime every 200 people. There were 3 crimes total here last year. And nothing happening there. Look at all that Looney Tune stuff there. That's really awesome. Let me give you the only thing I haven't given you yet. Median home value, $58,000. Yeah, that's the lowest of the 4 towns I've showed you. A lot of the accumulation of stuff they had a big lumber plant closed down here. A lot of jobs lost, so that's why we're seeing a lot of this in town. All right, everyone, so that's going to be the end of Southeast Oklahoma. Up next, we are going to head down into our home state of Texas. I'm going to take a look at some small towns there, and then Nicole and I together are going to visit Texarkana, and when we're done doing that, I'm going to grab a case of Coors Light, load it up in the back of the car, and head to Georgia as fast as I can. Yeah. That's all coming up next. We will see you then.